guys, welcome to the Menu of Attentive Music. On today's episode we're going to talk shimmer reverbs and how they're different and how to use them in a musical context. Today I'm on vacation, so I'm traveling. I came to a house of a friend who's living abroad, and his house is in southern Minas Gerais. It's very beautiful and inspiring, as you could see. It's always made me feel cozy next to these different sounds that we're talking about today. I'm sorry about my voice sound. I couldn't bring a voice mic, so this video is going to be a little bit roomy. Today I'm using my Olympic White Squier Jaguar guitar, going through the pedals, going through my audio interface, and I'm using Cubase VSTM modeling plugin. In the intro song you've heard me using the Supernatural on the Shine mode, which is a very dense chorus with a shimmer effect, and I love it. And for the lead guitar you heard me using only the MS-50G. The fuzz was the big muff from the MS-50G and the lo-fi reverb behind it, so I could get that shoegazy texture. So to start talking shimmer reverbs, it's one of my all-time favorite effects. I like using it a lot, but it can get a little bit tricky if you don't really know what context you're going to use it. So today we're going to explore some flavors of shimmers that you can find out there. They all sound different. I think shimmer, unlike other types of reverbs like modulation reverb or hall reverbs, that don't generally vary a lot between one pedal and one company from another. The thing with shimmer reverbs is that generally it does. It varies a lot. So I have 3 flavors of shimmers here. Today I'm using a riff of a song by my band, which is called Supernova, just like the name of the band. Now let's check out the Supernatural on the Shine mode, which is the setting that I use for the intro. Level's on full, so you're only going to hear the tail of the reverb. There's no dry signal. Yes, it's a really musical reverb. It's actually one of the modes that I used to record my very first demo of this song. You can use it for very spacious stuff, makes our guitar sound a little bit like a synth. I really like it. Next mode on Supernatural we're exploring is the Supernova, which is the name of my band. Now you know the reason. That's also one of my favorite shimmer reverbs out there. It's a little bit shy when compared to the Shine mode. But I think both sound really good for lead style guitar. And now let's check out the shimmer, which is the shimmer effect without the flanger, the chorus, like the Supernova or Shine, but with this whammy pitch thing that goes on and on. sounds kind of trippy, right? The bending effect is really nice. I think it really adds up. But there's a lot of people that don't really like it. So I'm going to show you now the Furman RV1 shimmer, which is a pretty straightforward shimmer. It doesn't have the bottom end that the Supernatural does. But as it's brighter, it's pretty easy to mix with a band. And here's just a little clip of a video I posted last week in which I played the Furman RV1 in a band context.
Remove the bullet from my head, that the hush was found again.
The shimmer reverb of the RV1 sounds like this. I'll increase the time so we can hear it a little bit better. It's a really good sounding shimmer reverb and I really like it. The other modes on this pedal are also really good. The shimmer is a must for me and it's all the time on my board. I've been using it a lot live and especially because of these infinite effect. So when you turn the time knob up at max, you get this infinite ocean swell of reverb. So it's gonna last a lot of time. Can create a lot of ambience on its own, but it doesn't go full wet like the Supernatural does, and that's the reason why I also carry the MS50G on my board. It's a great sounding shimmer pedal. Here's with the mix all the way up, so it has no dry signal. It's really fun to play shimmer reverb. The thing with the Zoom pedal is that it's a little bit, I don't know, has kind of a 8-bit texture to it. It sounds a little bit lo-fi-ish, sounds a little bit like old pitch delay pedals. So early boss stuff kind of sounded like this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the sound that I remember from the PS3 when I played it a long time ago. And yeah, to be pretty honest, I think the shimmer reverb on the MS50G shines when you mix it with other effects. So here I've made a little preset using the shimmer reverb on the same settings I've showed you before, but mixed with the pitch delay, and that's how the pitch delay sounds. So it has this little bending chorusy effect to it, and when you end the shimmer with the mix turned all the way up before, that's how it sounds. Can you believe that a cheap pedal like that can perform this type of sound? I really like it. So let's compare it now to the shine mode on the Supernatural, which is what I tried to go for when I first used the MS-50G. That's what I was trying to mimic here. Crazy, right? It sounds pretty good. Suddenly that 8-bit, 16-bit thing of the shimmer reverb on the Zoom pedal sounds very musical and very spacious. The pitch delay on this pedal is one of my favorite effects on the Zoom. It sounds really good for this type of thing. So this is honestly, in my opinion, how the shimmer reverb can be used in an easier way to create a musical context with it, because it sounds really spacious. That's how I like to use it. Now there's other stuff by the Zoom pedal that I want to show you. So this is the Space Hole. It's a shimmer reverb mixed with modulation and lots of stuff going on here. I also really like it, so I think it sounds like close, kind of close to the Supernova. It's also a really musical reverb that you can use. I really like this Space Hole. It sounds close to the Supernova. I really like the way it sounds. And if we mix the shimmer reverb with the Space Hole, this is what we get. So in the mix the shimmer reverb on the Zoom and Multi-Stomp with other effects, the type of reverb effect is really comparable to the Supernatural, and it's really nice, sounds really musical, it's really good. So yeah, this is what I wanted to say in the beginning of the video. All pedals have their kind of own personality and their own thing going on. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you learned something new, and comment below what's your favorite shimmer reverb pedal, if you found yours, or what shimmer reverb pedal you're using now. I've just created an Instagram account for the Manual of Alternative Music. If you want to follow it, feel free to do so. There I post daily stuff about music and about the recording process here, so it's a really nice way that we can interact with each other. That's it, I hope you enjoyed this content and see you next time.